For me, this was always going to be what I was going to do. I had told my mother at 12 that I was going to move to Atlanta. I was going to be this full-time authoress, and I was going to just tell stories. I never wanted to be anything other than that. And I've been writing stories since I was maybe 8, 9 years old. And for me, it was just in me. Like, people know how to naturally sing. They know how to naturally dance or paint and draw. I knew how to tell stories.
Ship It Bike Ocean proudly serves as the official shipping partner of Black Writers Weekend, supporting authors, filmmakers, and small businesses alike. We are dedicated to enhancing global workforce diversity and logistics by providing tailored, high-quality shipping solutions that meet individual needs. Our platform helps companies streamline supply chain operations globally, promoting innovation and sovereignty in trade. We collaborate with Black Writers Weekend to raise shipping standards and empower diverse communities worldwide. Contact us now for a personalized quote and be part of shaping the future of shipping.
They're not gonna let me in the room. I'm gonna make my own room. For me, this was always going to be what I was going to do. I had told my mother at 12 that I was going to move to Atlanta. I was going to be this full-time authoress, and I was going to just tell stories.
In a world where creativity meets the digital age, one agency stands out from the rest. Welcome to Delphine Legacy Media. We are a team of passionate experts and creatives dedicated to elevating your brand to new heights.
I learned so much today. It was really inspiring hearing everyone speak about all their different experiences and getting together like authors and screenwriters. And I learned a lot from this.
Their creativity and expertise are second to none. But what sets us apart? We tailor our services to fit your unique needs. Whether you're an author, a business owner, or an artist, our services include interviews, media tours, book tours, and speaking engagements, all designed to put your brand in the spotlight. Are you an artist that seeks to obtain more media, headline your own book tour, or adapt a film? Or perhaps you need media training to best prepare yourself? Whatever it may be, we can manage it. Picture your brand in the limelight. Picture your brand in the limelight. Your vision realized. At Delphine Legacy Media, we're partners in your success. Ready to take your brand to the next level? Contact us today. Delphine Legacy Media, where creativity meets success.
All these things. I had all these dreams and things I wanted to do, and I wanted to basically be this published author. And when I discovered that a Black woman wrote books, and ultimately these books became films, I told my mother, and I think I was about 12, that I was going to do the exact same thing. I was going to write books, and I wanted my books to also become films. And I did not know that life was going to deal me all these different cards. So fast forward, life begins to happen. I became a mom at 16. Shortly thereafter, I lost my own mother. I was a young wife, and I dealt with a lot of heartache and confusion in those circumstances. And so life began to happen. And the dreams that I once had suddenly just became thoughts, ideas, things I would hope for. And one day I discovered other people were doing something that I wanted to do. And I started asking them, well, how did you become a published writer? How did you get your book out? And they were like, oh, I self-published. And I was like, well, what does that mean? And basically it meant they did it themselves. And I was like, wait a minute, you can do that? You can put your own book out? It can be in the bookstores and people can read it and you can make money off of it? Like, nobody ever told me this. And I think I was 20 at this point. And what bothered me, though, is where I want to kind of make this come full circle for you, is that no one told me that I could make my own dreams come true.
Hey y'all, I am Jasmine Bunch, but now and forever to be known as your fave, Jazz on Fire. And I am one of the newest hosts of the Sunday Craft Chats. Catch me every fourth Sunday hosting in creative color. Can't wait to see y'all there.
For me, this was always going to be what I was going to do. I had told my mother at 12 that I was going to move to Atlanta. I was going to be this full-time authoress, and I was going to just tell stories. I never wanted to be anything other than that. And I've been writing stories since I was maybe 8, 9 years old. And for me, it was just in me. Like, people know how to naturally sing. They know how to naturally dance or paint and draw. I knew how to tell stories.
Ship-A-Bike Ocean proudly serves as the official shipping partner of Black Writers Weekend, supporting authors, filmmakers, and small businesses alike. We are dedicated to enhancing global workforce diversity and logistics by providing tailored, high-quality shipping solutions that meet individual needs. Our platform helps companies streamline supply chain operations globally, promoting innovation and sovereignty in trade. We collaborate with Black Writers Weekend to raise shipping standards and empower diverse communities worldwide. Contact us now for a personalized quote and be part of shaping the future of shipping.
For me, this was always going to be what I was going to do. I had told my mother at 12 that I was going to move to Atlanta. I was going to be this full-time authoress, and I was going to just tell stories. I never wanted to be anything other than that. And I've been writing stories since I was maybe 8, 9 years old. And for me, it was just in me. Like, people know how to naturally sing. They know how to naturally dance or paint and draw. I knew how to tell stories.
Okay. Do you know you're supposed to be like the only cam? Where are you at?
I'm live right now on StreamYard. Yeah,
Right now.
yeah. Cause I thought we started at 1.
Well, let's get it started.
The AAMBC Awards 2024 is the 16th annual, okay? And we have a lot of amazing authors, writers, creators in the building. Ready to start the show?
I'm so excited. So I'm JazzonFire. I'm one of your co-hosts for the pre-show.
And I am Kenzie, co-host as well.
All right, y'all. So we're a little bit behind, but you know how we do. So to start off with the breakout author of the year, we have Camilla Cole. Y'all, so excited. Breakout author. What does that mean? What does that look like?
It means you have set the ground and you're breaking through what is typically the norm. You're having some type of innovative creativity to your art, to your authorship. I guess she's doing her thing, right?
For sure. Breakout, I mean, that gotta mean it's your first, it's your best. You're coming out with a bang. So we're so very excited that Camilla is being honored. So Camilla, if you're watching, if you're in the building, we're so proud of you. We're happy for you. Yeah.
Shout out to you.
So let's tell the folks what we'll be doing well, I guess not all day, but until the actual award starts. So from now until the award starts at 3 p.m., I, JazzonFire and Kenzie, will be on the red carpet. We'll be grabbing people, chatting with them. Hopefully some of these pre-show winners you'll see them here chat with us live. And yeah, I'm super excited.
Plus, everybody's looking lovely today. If you haven't seen outfits already, coming around the red carpet, asking people what they're wearing, what inspired their outfit, and how they're showing and expressing themselves today.
Okay, for sure. What do you think? Because obviously this is kind of like an extension or like the finale of Black Writers Weekend, right? What has been your favorite part of Black Writers Weekend?
I was at the workshops. I sat in a lot of children's author workshops yesterday, and me myself, I'm trying to dabble into the
Trying to get into
authorship.
Oh, cool. Okay.
A little bit. I work with kids, so I just thought it was really cool to kind of use what I know in the education system and apply it to my own writing. And they definitely had so many amazing tips on how to help adolescents grow into their identity, what it means to be, navigate the self-discovery thing at adolescent stage. It was amazing. I really enjoyed it. What about you?
Wow, I think for me, because to be honest, this is where I was all weekend. This is where I was for the majority of the weekend. But when I was able to pop into a couple of sessions, I actually moderated as well the writing sessions, like pertaining to screenwriting. Both authoring as well, but screenwriting sessions, oh my goodness. My favorite one might have been with like Kristen Iris Johnson. She was also on my panel, so hearing her twice, I just got like a double dose of hearing all of the things she had to offer. She had this amazing session on like how character is key. So to be honest, a lot of the stuff that was happening this weekend was free game.
Yeah.
I mean, you had to pay for a ticket, but you came into these sessions learning industry secrets. So I think that was probably my favorite part, learning those industry secrets for sure.
Yeah. It's something that if you are not in the community, you won't know, right? And so having this also opens it up on Saturday. So people could just come in and grasp what they wanted to know and then leave. It was also really enjoyable to just see people who have been in the field for years and years on end. And they're finally getting their way in, they're finally making their name known. And I just thought that was a really great way to show perseverance. As somebody who's trying to get into that themselves.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, dang, it's taking a long time. When am I gonna get there? And they're like, you know what, just go at your own pace, go with the flow, and learning that from them, seeing that from them, it was really great.
Absolutely. I think too, I'm interested to learn and like teach your brain a little bit more about this children's book thing you got going on, because you're an author. Yeah. One thing about us, we everything. We're authors, we're hosts, we're writers, we're producers, we do all the things. So you're an author. Tell us about your book.
So, well, currently my book is both a poetic journey of self-healing. When I'm not doing health education and all that good stuff, I'm writing. I'm writing poetry. I'm at the open mics and spitting. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
So,
okay, hold on. Now we put you on the spot. Okay. We want to hear a couple lines. We want to hear a couple bars. We want to hear a couple bars.
I'm ready for that, but
listen, one tip that I got this weekend that I absolutely love. Stay ready so you ain't got to.
That's true. That's
Sorry.
true. All right, I got one little line.
Okay, give it to us. Get my snappers ready.
My black is It looked like that. Pathways, they replay and use. Better hope it don't rain the sun. It makes the time shine. Wise folks with gold spot. Okay. That's to me, like very southern, very white. Paying homage to my home.
Yeah,
Like,
that's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love us. I think about us. We're gonna do a little bit of everything. I'm also an author, also a poet, also a writer, also a host. Like I said, multi-happiness. We do other things. So my book is actually a faith-based memoir. So, but it does incorporate poetry. Yeah. So I love how we always kind of intertwine. So if I'm not mistaken, I think it might be about time to announce the next pre-show winner.
So our next pre-show winner is the Indie Book of the Year, A Justified Love Affair by Kimberly Brown.
Woo, Kimberly.
One thing I love about the Indie Book of the Year is just showing how much you can do on your own. A lot of times, you gotta go to the publishers, you gotta go the traditional path, but Indie Book is showing that, hey, this is independent, we're doing this, without the traditional team. And I love it. So Kimberly Brown, if you are listening here, shout out to you for just creating your own paths, for doing what you need to do in the writing community, and we love you for that.
Absolutely, because being independent, I mean, it has its perks, it has its cons, but I think it truly, like, the people who go indie deserve their flowers. I guess technically I was indie, I self-published, so knowing exactly what it takes to put it all out yourself, to be your own, writer. Of course, you hire editors and people who are designing the book, but you are still in charge of absolutely everything. So I think really those people deserve their flowers for sure. So Kimberly, you deserve it. All right, y'all. So we want to hear from y'all in the comments. Like, sound off. What exactly are you excited about? Who are you excited to see? Who are you excited to see awarded? We want to hear from y'all. Let us know what your chat is. Yeah, anything in the comments.
Watch, you want to share some comments? We have Dr. Stacy. All right, that's cool. We'll be here throughout the hours. If y'all want to share anything, just drop it in the comment section. If you're excited about a particular segment, drop that in the section. Somebody you want to see for tonight, drop that in the section. We're going to be highlighting you all and letting you know that you are loved, supporting the AAMBC.
Sure, y'all. First, I just want to give it up to Tamika Newhouse. She has put this entire thing together. Honestly, the 16th anniversary. We've been doing this for 16 years. She's put Black Writers Weekend together for several years. It's truly a boss, like the epitome of what it looks like to be a boss. Okay.
Can we talk about how she started though? It's giving like Issa Rae.
Very much so.
She started on MySpace. Like
Yeah.
she started on MySpace and she wanted to be in a book group. And I just think that's really cool. You want to be in a particular group. I'm like, hey, if I don't see it myself, I'm started. And MySpace is kind of before my time.
So I think I was on MySpace, but I shouldn't have been. I had no business being on MySpace. I think I also didn't realize how it worked just yet. A lot of us were on MySpace. I don't think I had a ton of friends. A lot of us were on MySpace literally to just like decorate our page, just put the music up there. I don't even know if I chatted with anybody. MySpace is the one too with the creepy guy looking back. Is that
I wasn't even up there. So,
is he how old are you?
25.
Me too.
Oh, wait, what are you?
So where were you?
I guess I was living on the rock. So I wasn't there.
You know what? Maybe she was following the rules, and she shouldn't have been on MySpace like myself. So she was in the right place. But yeah, AAMBC, which is African Americans on the Move Book Club, actually started as a MySpace community because she was on a book. Right?
It's really interesting too because that's kind of before the digital age really got on and popping. Like now you see Substack, a reading community, a writing community. You see people on TikTok creating their own writing space, their own space. So knowing that people are doing that age on MySpace, making Bebo. Bebo's not like MySpace. I was there, although I went on MySpace. So Bebo is like people had their communities on digital spaces then, and they're still progressing now in 2025, 2024 years. So I just really want to see what happens later on with technology and how we connect spaces. Just for different creators with different backgrounds.
For sure. What do you think is like the MySpace of today?
TikTok.
Really?
Well, it's hard to say because I don't know how MySpace operates. Because I don't think MySpace had the video and everything. So maybe Twitter will be more
X. X. True. I agree. Or what is it now? Threads. You have Threads as well. So
yeah. So just having space where people can post their thoughts, post their opinions. like I said, TikTok is really innovative because you have people who are posting their spoken word.
Oh yeah.
Video yourself doing a spoken word poem. You can create and curate so many cool videos and just upload to TikTok, create a really viral community if you want to. And I think it's beautiful to see what's going on with technology right now.
I agree. And speaking of poets on TikTok on the feed, we would like to announce our poetry book of the year. This is Honey by Kwame Alexander. So congratulations, Kwame. We look forward to reading that book. If you haven't already, get it in stores. But you are the winner of the poetry book of the year.
Yes. Shout out to all the poets in the building.
Oh yes, yes.
All right, so now we're gonna go through some more fun facts with Tamika. She was just 20 years old when she started.
Just 20. Yeah.
Just think about that. We always trying to compare age with everything, and like, oh, I gotta be a certain age before I can do this. I gotta, do things before I can reach my goals. But she was just 20, just starting out, just trying to dabble in stuff, and look at her now. 3 years later, she's doing her thing.
Yeah, for sure. And at 20, what was I doing at 20? I think I was in college for sure. I don't remember what I was doing at 20.
At 20. Yeah, I was definitely undergrad.
For sure.
I think I was actually getting ready to write my first book without knowing it. Yeah, because I had this book, this little journal of poems.
Yeah.
And I was like, what do I want to do with these? And I had a friend go, you should write a book. Like, I don't know about that. So I was like, yeah, 20 years old, that's exactly what I was doing.
I think a lot of us started off in our creative space, creating our projects, doing the different things without knowing that we were like creating the foundations of these like monumental projects. I'm pretty sure, well again, no, Tamika, 20 years old, starting this book club on MySpace. Obviously Black women always have big dreams, we're gonna think bigger, always gotta think big. But I don't know Tamika truly realized what she was creating, what she was planting a seed for at just 20 years old on MySpace. So that's just like monumental, absolutely amazing.
I think here in this 20, I'm thinking about COVID too. Because yesterday and even throughout the weekend, I talked with a lot of writers and authors who started this during COVID.
Oh wow!
Like a lot of them said they were not even writers; they were not thinking about writing books. But COVID came, like we had a lot of free time, just had time to sit with our thoughts, and people started to write it down. I think it's really beautiful to see what comes from nothing. That space where you have nothing to, you don't have to go out, you don't have the accessibility that you once had before. You just forced to kind of sit with yourself.
Yeah,
and when you sit, you really write down your thoughts. You pay attention to who you are, and what grows from that is a beautiful creative. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool how that kind of happened.
Yeah, I think too, understanding that like in COVID, a lot of people, because okay, we were all creating, we were picking up new habits, we were figuring out all the things. I think a lot of us too, and one thing we don't realize, rest is revolutionary. Some of us were resting and recharging. So I know I've heard a lot throughout the weekend about, women, because a lot of the panels I attended were Black women, love us. But a lot of them were talking about how they're always go, 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 right? And so I think it was really beautiful to see how some people took COVID and the time, like, in the house to just rest, to recharge. And although, they may not have been working at the time, in a sense, that's work. That's revolutionary. Yeah.
Also, you pointed out that I moderated a session with Kenzie, and she really kind of bridged that gap between discussions of mental health and what it feels like for Black women. Because she said, like, a lot of mental health books, self-care books, were written by white males who had no experience of what it was like to go through mental health challenges with Black women. So we have all these self-care, self-help books, but nothing is really catered to us. She's like, I want it to be different. I want it to be innovative. And having those discussions, especially now we talk about like what happened with COVID, I feel like it's really great 4 years later to kind of sit back and think about how we progress, how our mental health has changed over the years. So shout out to Kenzie for really putting that on. It was a really great discussion. So if you missed it, you might be able to snippets on Instagram.
Just snippets. You should have been here. You had to be here. All right. Speaking of being here, Kenzie, if I'm not mistaken, this is your first AAMBC award, your first Black Writers Weekend. Mine too. I don't know why I'm asking her like this, like it's not mine too. So how are you feeling? What are you most excited about that you've seen this year that maybe you want to like do for next year, that you want to see different for next year?
I'm thinking I would love to see what I heard last year. They did like this hop around to different bookstores, and I know they have more of an integrated space. I thought that would be cool, but I guess now they have more of a one stationary place, which is also cool. Next year, I would just love to see more people, more amazing people. I want the room to be filled, right? it was already a great turnout, of course, but I just want to see it progress into something bigger and bigger and bigger each year. So something that people know about, you know?
I agree. Yeah.
What about you?
I think that I know I've had a lot of people I'm asking, are you an attendee? Are you a panelist? Are you an author? I've had people who've been attending for a couple of years and like, you know what, this year I'm just attending. I want to soak in. You had some people who were like, I've been attending for the past couple of years or maybe last year, but now I'm a panelist, you know. So I think for me, being that I was all in the mix and I was kind of working this year, I don't know, next year I think I might want to see what it looks like to be a participant, you know? So that might be, I don't know, maybe I'm being a little selfish because I hopped into a couple of sessions and every time, like literally, as soon as I walk in the room, gems are dropped. And I think for me, next year I would love to be able to be in a space to just soak it in.
Would you ever consider being like a workshop host or being the person who's speaking?
I think so. I think one thing about Black women, the imposter syndrome is always going to get us. So I'm like, I don't know what would I host, what kind of session can I lead, but here I am hosting on a red carpet. I could do, you know, there could be a couple of things that I could do.
Plus, you got to book yourself.
You're right.
So, I mean, you could kind of do your thing.
Indie, I could give them the process, all the tea of self-publishing and what that looks like.
Right.
So my book is called Anesthesia and the Blood of Jesus. Like I mentioned, it's a creative narrative entailing my experience surviving Abraham. So faith-based talks about my experience, my walk with God throughout. It also entails kind of like how I recovered, both physically and mentally, but then also kind of that spiritual rebirth. So it's quite the story. It's a testimony. The testimony written, truly.
Something that many people need to hear.
Yeah, for sure.
I think in spaces like that, people tend to go through things in the dark without, you know, a safe community to talk about it. I mean, me having my own health challenges, it's like, who do I talk to?
Exactly.
What do I read to get better? Like, know that you have books out there for that, for specific, you know, challenges. It's really great for Black women to have people like that on the writing community, in the writing space, doing her thing and sharing her testimony, right?
Sure. Well, Kenzie, I think it's about time for another winner. But while you do that, I'm going to dip out for a second and then I'll be rejoining you.
I will see you later. All right, so our next winner is the ebook of the year, Your Ex Hate Me by Siobhan Mitchell. So shout out to Siobhan Mitchell for creating the ebook. I know often that many people kind of prefer paperbacks over the ebooks. Me personally, I love a good ebook. I love something I can go to digitally on my laptop, on my phone. I don't have to carry around a book. So knowing that ebooks are there, shout out to you for creating this space for us. All right, awesome. So we have a lot of reception spaces going on. People are gathering, people are talking, getting to know each other. They haven't met already. They're on the red carpet taking pictures. Everybody looking good. Everybody looking wonderful today, right? Can you come scan the camera, see what everybody looking like? Awesome. Got some outfits going on. Everything in the bathroom. So a lot of lovely faces, lovely fits. One thing I want to point out too is the meaning behind a lot of the awards we have tonight. So one of the awards is the Eric Jerome Dickey Award. Now, Tamika created this award out of her own dedication to his life and their friendship. So she fell in love with reading his book from the book Lovers and Friends, right? And I feel like it's really beautiful to pay homage to those who inspired you first. So shout out to her for creating this award, the Eric Jerome Dickey Award, and we look forward to seeing who will win that tonight, right? Also, we have some returning guests, returning amazing people. Zane is in the building. He's a legendary writer, movie producer, and a former honoree. So we're looking forward to see those faces, those familiar faces, people who have lit up the room before and are continuing to pave way for other creatives to go through. All right. We're going to move forward to the most winners.
We're live.
What's up, guys? Your girl Kenzie.
Jazz on Fire.
Yes, I direct movies, produce movies, write movies, TV shows, obviously write books. New York Times bestselling author, along with New York Times bestselling author Omar Carter, and we're just very excited to be here.
For sure.
Yes. Ooh, it was like 10 years ago. I think it was a Lifetime Achievement Award.
Lifetime Achievement.
Yeah, it's a new book, Control. A whole lot of us have mental health issues. But when you're trying to control everything that you don't have control over, it can really spaz you out. And so that's what a whole lot of successful people go through when they want to control everything, which you can't. And so I went through that too, trying to go out to Hollywood for the last 10 years. And it just, so I'm coming back to publishing. And one small drop establishment. And I still work in film, but now I have to come back to what I can control. So this book is all about that education and advancing.
Well, thank you both so much for being here. Thank you for coming back and being a part of the space. We're so excited to see where Control takes us. We're so excited to see where Control takes us. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. So before we have our next amazing guest come up with us, I just want to announce the audio book of the year. It is Soul Task by Miss Candace. So congratulations, Miss Candace. We're so proud of you. I think audio books are just a special art form.
No, being able to hear it and just drive while you're listening to a book, that's amazing.
For sure. And y'all, we've got another guest. Hello. Listen, Green wasn't a children. Green wasn't a counter. And I'm JazzonFire.
And I'm Dr. Stacey J. Johnson, host of the Network's Put a Ring on It, and I'm actually a best-selling author with Anna here today.
We're so excited.
So excited to be here.
So what are you looking forward to next?
Wow, well, first of all, I've been an author for over a decade. This is like my third book.
All right,
and
to the
for
carpet, we have best-selling
just to be honored by you here for what you love to do, doing what I would do regardless, and I have been doing for over a decade, being honored by AAMBC. I actually, I'm honored to be here, and I'm looking forward to seeing more honors.
Absolutely, yeah.
Honors are awards. I want to be awarded for the things that I do.
Absolutely.
Like, and it's interesting. Before today, I was like, oh, but I do it because of my purpose and with God. Then I was like, no, this feels pretty good to be seen by your peers. So I'm excited for me today.
I love that. We're excited for you too.
I'm excited to see me accept my award.
I know that's right.
That's we all deserve flowers, okay?
Yeah,
For sure. I think that's the biggest thing these days. Giving Black women their flowers, especially while they're still here. And, I think we always think about all the beautiful flowers we give them this year. We want to give them flowers. So I'm so very grateful to be a part of that. Giving you those flowers, congratulations. I cannot wait to see you blaze the stage with this beautiful green. I mean, I'm just getting to it. We love it. Thank you so much. So I think to wrap up, what do you think? You say you've been in the game for 10 years.
Yeah, over a decade, yeah.
What do you think is a tip that you would give to newcomers?
I would say always write in your purpose. Write and find a way, even if you say, but I don't know if that's going to be interesting to people. Find what is interesting, because there's 8 billion people in the world. So I would say stop self-judging yourself and really writing from your heart, and knowing that if you dial deep enough into your purpose, even if who wants to talk about, like if there's an engineer, who wants to talk about engineering? There's something in there. There's something in there, and somebody who is interested in what you are passionate about, whatever it is. So that's one of the reasons I would tell artists to just write. Just write. Just write. Like they say, just do it, Nike. Just write.
Yeah,
just write.
Hashtag. We're gonna be dropping that all down the timelines with the AAMBC Awards, but also hashtag just right. Just right. Well, thank you so much for being here. Again, thank you for all your representation in the literary world, and we're excited to see you be awarded tonight.
Oh, and I have to say, my sugar booger, my fiance, is here. He's on camera right there, video, and he's like, oh my God, is she mentioning me? Yes, I am. So I am honored that he's able to see me get this award.
We love that. We absolutely love Black love. Yes, all right. Thank you again. Have a great relationship with me.
in the name of the Lord. So my name is
You're welcome. Y'all, as you can see, we've got a fire lineup. So we're so excited to keep in chat with you a little bit between awards. Because again, the list is stacked. I think it's probably about time for another award.
It definitely is. So now we are here with the historical fiction book of the year. This is a love song by Ricky Wilde, for Ricky Wilde, by Tia Williams. But yeah, if you haven't heard of Tia Williams, Mandy, you are missing out.
Listen, fun fact, I was reading 7 Days in June. I love 7 Days in June. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm going to figure girl out right quick. I was reading 7 Days in June before I actually had the event that was started. And so chapter 7 of my book is like inspired by 7 Days in June. Tia Williams. So Tia, if you watching, this is me shooting my shot. I want to get you my book. I want to tell you how much I love you. I want to give you your flowers because truly, like reading that book, first of all, Black love. We love seeing Black love. But reading that book, it really helped inspire something in me. Right? The storytelling is amazing. And I mean, the love song for Ricky Wilde, award winning. Clearly. Yeah.
So shout out to you, Tia, for everything you've done, for all the praise away from young writers, especially in the love space. We look forward to learning more about you over here.
Coming to the market, we have CEO.
We've got some more amazing people gracing the stage today. We have people presenting awards. We have Kimberly Jones, Dominique Madison, Miles Truitt. I mean, amazing people in the theater space. And again, we've got amazing guests we want to bring on. So come on in. We want to chat with you. Red. Yes. Listen, it ain't nothing like a lady in red. Okay, we gotta know before we hop in, what inspired this look? You look amazing. Thank you. I don't know. I just felt like she's wearing red today. Stand out. Yes. Lovely on your skin. Thank you. So you can tell the folks who you are and today. What are you most excited about?
I am Ava. I'm the best-selling author. I am here today. I'm nominated for Breakout Author of the Year.
And we actually announced her earlier, so we're so excited to kind of see her in the flesh. Wow, Breakout Author of the Year. What is that like?
That feels unreal. Really? It's unreal, and I've been living like in this whole dream.
The whole
thing. What was your reaction when you found out you had been nominated?
I cried. I'm like tearing up right now, but I cried because this is on Tuesday. I celebrate my first year as an author.
Oh wow! Happy anniversary!
And I was at the table yesterday, just talking to everybody about you. Yeah, it was really great to see you. Great part.
Thank you.
What do you think you're most excited to see? Like, who are you excited? Obviously, aside from yourself, but who are you excited to see on the yourself?
Well, I was just really starstruck to see Omar Tyree and Zane on the red carpet, and I think it caught me. I was like, oh my god. Those are two people that I read since I was a kid. So.
We absolutely love that. Well, congratulations on the nomination. You look amazing. And thank you for being here. Thank you for your contributions to the literary world, and enjoy the rest of that. Thank you. All right, y'all. So we got to come in. Amazing contributors to the literary world. We're so excited to chat with them, to see how they're feeling, to see what they're wearing. And we've actually got our I have been watching we were just really gushing about how proud we are, how honored we are to be here in this space that you created, telling them how you started. So let's just let you talk.
Well, for the most part, they say if it doesn't exist, create it. So that's ultimately what I did. I created what I didn't see. And it has been a labor of love to continue on this journey to create a space where writers are celebrated and we're kind of giving them their flowers while they're here. So I didn't see it. I felt like artists should be on the red carpet, getting dressed up and look phenomenal. And so I just wanted to create that. So.
And we were kind of talking earlier, did you know you would be doing something so impactful, so big when you first started out?
Yes.
You did.
I know that.
That's why I wanted it.
Got it up and down.
Yeah, I created what I wanted to see. So yes, I did.
So when you went on MySpace and you typed in AAMBC, you knew that this was going to be.
Well, I knew I was going to create this. I didn't know it was going to end up being like that. I knew this is what I wanted to see. So yeah.
A visionary at this. I'm sure y'all.
Our amazing
They calling me.
founder, yeah. So she's got to go, but
And to keep it relevant, we got another amazing guest. Oh my goodness, y'all, we are in the presence of greatness. Tell the folks just exactly who you are, your name, and what do you do?
And I am here because my dear precious friend Tamika Newhouse invited me and I'm part of her board. So I am grateful to be here and all that she does. It's just admirable. I hold her up dearly in the writing environment to the most high position because she respects and honors all writers and even publishers. I mean, she's there with us. She is a publisher in her own right, and we continue to support everything that she does because she does it for all of us.
Yes. So we talked about with writers today. How is it in the publishing space?
The publishing space, I've been in it for 15 years. I own Kenzie Publishing, and what we've done is that I first started with children, and that grew into me having an awakening that everyone has a story to tell. So then we went to illiterate people that could not read or write, but they can speak. So we recorded their conversations, we made books for them, and we read them to them, and they were so excited and loving it. So we continue to do and support anyone who desires to read a story. We support them to the fullest, and we make it as professional as anyone else. There's nobody is better than my mom.
Oh yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah.
I love it. So with that, I'm grateful to be here and to be a part of it.
And you guys so good with the actually so
amazing.
Beautiful, y'all. I just want to say thank you.
Enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you. Yes. I'm like, listen, anybody on this carpet is family. I'm a hugger. I am a hugger. Thank you so much. So y'all, as you can see, we've got lots of people coming in doing amazing things. But before we take a short break really quickly, I just wanted to announce the LGBTQ book of the Let Her Go by Kiana Alexander. Congratulations.
Thank you so much
for sure.
Much needed space for you.
Absolutely. So y'all, we'll be back in a quick second. Thank you. All right, y'all, we are back. You just heard from our amazing CEO, Valerie. We chatted with her here before they whisked her away, woman in high demand. We have another amazing black woman here in our presence. Jay,
yes.
Tell us, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling excited. I'm so honored to be here. This is my very first time attending.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, and I get to actually present an award, so I'm super excited.
We love it. Do you know what award you're presenting?
I'm telling you.
Oh, so we don't even know.
Y'all gonna have to see.
I know that's right. So what do you think is your favorite contribution to the literary world?
Yeah, well, I'm currently writing my very first book.
Ooh.
Yes, writing my book. I've gone through a lot of life. I've been for 2 years, and now, really just expressing myself through writing. And there was a point in my life when I was going through a tough time that I couldn't even write. And so I know that that's something, and I'm a very religious, spiritual person, and I just believe that that's something that the devil wants to stop, is creativity and expressing himself through writing. And so I'm also a singer and a songwriter, so that's what I primarily do. And so I love writing. I love expressing myself, and I'm a big proponent of utilizing your pain. Like when you go through things, and talking about your success too, processing that, writing it out. And so I've made a lot of songs because of that. Yep.
Turning your pain into purpose.
I was about to say, Kenzie has been on the money.
Bars. Yes.
So what do you think? 'Cause I know you mentioned faith is important to you, writing about the things that you've gone through. I know, especially in the faith world, they talk about how you never go through anything for yourself.
Exactly.
Have you been able to, I know, you're still kind of writing and creating this book. What do you think, or like, what has been the impact of seeing from your work that was deeply inspired by your personal experiences have inspired you?
Man, it's amazing. So one of the other things that I do, I podcast. For the past 4 years, I've been on a very successful podcast called Joyce Meyer Talk It Out.
Okay.
And so over 11 million subscribers, and just me talking through my process of when I was going through my divorce. And that's why I went on and said I'm going to write a book about it, because the impact of the response, I still to this day get responses from people that are grateful that I shared my story, shared how I'm making it through, and shared the bad days too, like when I'm not doing that great. It makes people feel more relatable to me. It makes them feel normal, So I think writing things out and communicating with your creativity, it doesn't just help you. It helps me, but also shifting my attention off of myself onto someone else actually helped me heal faster. Yeah, it helped me heal faster. Like when you find somewhere to serve, someone to share with, it helps you heal faster.
We absolutely love it.
Like something about using creativity to form community, especially when you're sharing testimonies in your life. You never know. Never know.
Creativity truly just makes the world go round. I mean, to be honest, we never know. We think about the impact of creativity, about media, TV. We wouldn't have known a lot of the injustices if it wasn't for, the revolution was televised. Thank God it was, because otherwise we may not be where we are now. So I think it's the same thing when it comes to those personal issues, those traumatic things, bringing awareness to it. And sometimes that has to be through creativity. Everybody don't want to watch a, factual documentary. Sometimes people want to hear a song and they be singing the lyrics and you're like, oh my God.
And that's what I love about it.
So we're so very grateful for your contribution. We're grateful for your art. We're so glad you're here. We are going to be waiting for the okay.
I gotta keep you on your toes. Make sure y'all follow me too on social media. JAI Talks. That's JAI Talks. Don't call me Jive. It's J.
It's J. Period. Come on. Thank you so much. See, this is how I love life. We are just always
like an honorable language you have. It's like an eye contact, the words you say. It's always something that you just have in the community. I love it.
And I think it's also so beautiful too to always see those multi-hyphenates. So she's a singer-songwriter. She's writing a book. I mean, it's just so, and I really love the fact, and I'm going to hold it, because I think you two have been talking about it all weekend, but pain into purpose. So I know for me, I think the first ever spoken word piece that I wrote that went viral, but in poetry picked it up, was about my hometown. I was grieving the loss of my brother, but also the loss of so many brothers, cousins, uncles in my hometown. And so with that, I was able to take all that pain. This was also 2020, so we're in the midst of COVID. We're in the midst of, George Floyd and racial uprising. This collective Black trauma, I was able to take. At first it was questionable, but I was able to take it and put it something beautiful. And with that inspired other people to get on like Facebook, like, oh my gosh, this is our hometown, this is my story, this is my brother. So I absolutely agree with the idea of the pain and turning it into purpose.
Transmuting, right? Transmuting that energy. Whatever is weighing you down, whatever is causing a burden, can also be a blessing, right? Even for me with my health conditions, like I wrote a poem about endometriosis, not really knowing the effects of what would come from it, but I ended up speaking at an endo conference last year. And like using that poem to share with people how creativity can also be an advocacy form. It's a really beautiful thing.
Absolutely. I think it's time for another winner, y'all. Let's keep it going.
All right, so we have Romance Book of the Year, Tall, Dark, Westmoreland by Brenda Jackson. All right. Shout out to you, Brenda. We love a good romance book. We love it.
Black love, I'm not gonna lie, I'm hopeless romantic. Are you?
I am.
I be in the book like, this is tea. I'm just pretending and then Tall, Dark.
It's like the criteria.
That is absolute requirement. Tall, Dark, Westmoreland. We would love to chat with Brenda to see what inspired this beautiful title. I think it's a great play on words. Tall, Dark, Westmoreland. I love a good title. I'm sorry. As poets, we love words. So that is
it's an eye catcher. You know how sometimes people like you don't buy the book by its cover? I do.
We all did. That was actually the best piece of advice somebody gave me when I was creating my cover and putting my book together. Was that people are going to judge a book by its cover. Why else would I pick it up? They're gonna pick it up like, oh, this cover is trash. I'm putting it down. So as funny as it is, as cliche as it is, that is actually an anti-truth. Yeah, anti-truth for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
What would you say before we go into the next thing is your favorite romance? I know that's hard. Or maybe like your favorite romance story, favorite romance film.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Their Eyes Were Watching God because I know it's technically not. It may be considered romance, but like the story between how she, how she met him, how she went about finding love, and the heartbreak that came from that, the abusive relationship. We talked about the romance side that we don't typically highlight, you know what I'm saying? Like what goes on for real when it comes to romance. It's not just lovey-dovey, it's not just, all love and light and roses. It can be a very, very hard experience to go through. And like having her friend there to like comfort her. And I feel so sisterhood. The form of sisterhood and just knowing how to navigate the romance space with your sisters, with community. I love that book. First of all, I love Dorothy Hurston.
Yes.
And you don't love Dorothy Hurston. You from the South and you a writer. I feel like saying wrong.
We gotta jack your writers up.
We got to.
At least if you don't love her, you're not like absolutely number one fan. You at least gotta know her. You gotta know her. You gotta know the legend.
If you don't know her writing, you should know her like story because she was more than just a writer. Like she has her own stories, her own playwrights. Like she was amazing. Anthropology, like she did it all. She was.
I was about to say I couldn't tell you my favorite. So if that's what you were.
I was gonna ask.
I can tell you my least favorite. I have two. So obviously the Titanic. Jack could have fit on that. He could have fit on that. Jack could have fit on that.
That's very controversial.
No, it's not controversial. We saw the facts. He could have fit on that door with her.
Technically, yes.
But I guess my favorite my least favorite black love story, I think it would be Queen and Slim. So the movie was beautiful. We loved the actor and the actresses. I need a lady, I need a man. But the idea of black trauma fueling a love story.
I agree. I feel like in the spaces, especially in film, there's too much hardship.
Yes.
It's not a lot of easy love. It's not a lot of, and I get it. Sometimes we need to show the downsides of it, but when it's all you see, it's all we know. I feel like that really depicts how we, perceive love.
I agree.
You're growing up as a child, and all you see is, you gotta be, in its abuse, verbal, emotional, physical sometimes, just to get the love that you deserve. And it's like, nah, I deserve something just being. It's existing.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
I wrote this poem one time and it was talking about the idea of black love in a nutshell. I can't give you no lines, I'm not gonna lie, they all went blank. But it talks about the idea of how like black love is its own like field. So love is a category, but black love is a subcategory. I don't like that. Yeah. Why can't black love just be love? I love it. I remember one line specifically where I was talking about, why did Stella even have to lose her groove in the first place? Why did they have to hold their breath and wait until exhale? Like, we just want to breathe. Yeah. We just want to groove. We don't want to get our groove back. We want to always have it. So I think super important to see those romance novels that really highlight truly black love. So congratulations, Brenda. We are picking up Tall, Dark, and Westmoreland. So y'all, we're going to take another quick break, but we're going to keep it rolling. y'all, we are back. We are here with the lovely Phoenix Williams. How you doing, Phoenix?
Oh, good. I'm excited.
Good. I bet you would be. How many nominations do you have tonight?
This year, 3.
Ooh,
3 nominations here. Yeah.
Wow. Tell us what you're nominated for.
So I'm nominated for Indie Author of the Year, Ebook of the Year, and Sci-Fi Fantasy Novel of the Year.
Wow, we absolutely love that. So sci-fi, Black science fiction is popping. It's the place to be. Tell us about your project in the sci-fi.
So I have a twisted book series called Queens of Beasts in Hellfire Valley, and one of the books in the Hellfire Valley series is the one that got me nominated, and that was Absolute Mayhem. That's it. And so that project is a love project of mine, a heart project. I did it because I like the anime, but I can't draw. And so I was like, man, these stick figures aren't going to cut it. So let me just go ahead and write a book real quick. I didn't think anybody was going to read it. And we're 20 books in, I'm about to do a second spin-off.
I love that for you.
So
What was your first?
2018.
20 books since 2018.
Yeah.
So I'm like, girl, author math. Girl, that's how many books were you pumping out per year?
Oh, I was doing it for 4 to 5. I have a total of about 30 books in my whole catalog. There's only one series that I have is 20 books, and I have like 4 different series.
That is amazing. Congratulations.
Thank
we wish
you.
you luck. We're excited to see which of those you snatch up tonight. And thank you so much for your contribution.
And if I don't win, it's a conspiracy.
Oh,
I'm
okay. We're kidding. Thank you so much, Phoenix.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. So we're going to keep it rolling. We've got some other winners. So the Urban Book of the Year, Black AF History, the Unwhitewashed Story of America by Michael Harriet. And then we're going to keep it rolling, y'all, because we got greatness in the building. We got Dr. Nicola, if we can catch her real quick. We have Dr. Nicola Mitchell, who will be joining us on the red carpet. We want to chat with her about her contributions to AAMBC, the literary world. We want to hear what she's doing here at the awards today. And as you know, she's one of Tamika's great friends. And we're just excited to hear from her. She's a legend. She's really a legend.
Legend in the building.
For sure, for sure. And she looks amazing in this piece. I mean, come on, a legend. All right, Dr. Nicola. Hi, Queen. Hello. We are so excited to have you here. Tell the folks who may not know, who are you and how you contribute to AAMBC? I gave them a little bit, but we want to hear from you.
My name is Dr. Nicola Mitchell. I am a best-selling author. I have 25 books. I'm a publisher, and I'm also the founder of Girls Who Brunch Tour. And the best part is I'm on the board for AAMBC.
Girls Who Brunch. Tell us a little bit more about it.
With Girls Who Brunch, we take low-income at-risk girls ages 9 through 17 to a Girls Empowerment Conference. We do 28 cities worldwide, including Nigeria and St. Lucia, and as of date, we service 43,000.
You're not just making movies in the literary space. You can do empowerment, youth advocacy. Also, could you tell us more about what inspired you to become a writer?
I was an at-risk kid. I was an introvert at first, and people take your kindness for weakness. So I used words to talk about it in my journals and things like that. And then the first book was about a bad relationship. Y'all, he had a girl hiding in the garage. Yes, ma'am. Baby girl, what did he tell you? Why you don't hide in the garage? But it became a bestseller in 10 months, and the rest is history.
Talk
about 10 months.
Well, we love it. We want everybody who's watching to read Yes, ma'am. Absolutely love it. Thank you so much for your contribution to the literary world and literally like you said, the at-risk youth. I mean, the space for Black women, just creating platforms and institutions. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you for being amazing.
Of course, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, y'all, we'll just keep it going with the next winner.
All right, so now up next, we have the Reader's Choice Award. This could be us by Kennedy Ryan. Congratulations, Kennedy. Have you first known about Kennedy Ryan?
I think so. Give me tea.
Listen, so I was on Instagram the other day because I was trying my best to keep up with who's on the list, who's doing what, who's where. Kennedy Ryan is a really amazing author. First of all, I can understand why she got the Reader's Choice Awards. I only read one of her books, but This Could Be Us by Kenzie, I haven't read that just yet. However, that is my reading list. However, I feel like she does a really cool art of storytelling. It's very innovative. It's not typically the norm. So having her up here, I'm really excited to see, her get the award, her continue to make waves in this literary space.
I love it. And Reader's Choice, that means the folks had to vote for you. they had something like you were literally the choice of the reader. So I always think that's like a big one. That's a great one.
I feel like when your words are that innovative, people think, okay, this is different. I want to see more of this. So I'm gonna choose her. I'm gonna make sure they get this award, and that's the gateway for it.
I love that. I think another fun fact is we've been honoring and chatting with so many different authors, creators, creatives, publishers. The beauty about AAMBC is that we have celebrated over 5,000 authors over 16 years. Now I'm like, that's a little bit harder to break down. I know Phoenix was telling us she wrote 20 books in 16 years. So 50 divided by 16 carried away. That's a lot.
I'm an artist, not really good enough.
We can do both. Maybe not live, but yeah, that's a lot. That's monumental. But I think that's the beauty about the space AAMBC. Like Tamika said, authors deserve to be on red carpets. We deserve to get dressed up and look good and be celebrated and awarded. So it's just amazing and monumental to know 5,000 authors who may not have gotten their recognition otherwise were awarded and honored here. Like you never know who today. I'm Jasmine Bunch. I'm an author, Jasmine Bunch. I could be being honored here at AAMBC. But in 5 years, I may be the next, Ava DuVernay. I may be the next Oprah because of getting my start here at AAMBC. And I just think that's the beauty of this community. Tamika, we just always go into Tamika
without even knowing it.
Knowing it.
She said that is the art of being a visionary.
I agree. And then y'all, I think too, it's really important to see spaces like this because I know one thing for me, I was so affirmed seeing these different authors, creators, filmmakers, screenwriters be in these spaces, take up space. And inspire me to know that I can do it. Yeah. Of course, as creatives, sometimes you have creative block, thinking you're not doing what you wanted to. But to know that you have this power to create in your hands. You can be those same people brushing shoulders and legends. This has been like a life-changing weekend for me. I don't know about you, but I left feeling inspired.
I love feeling very inspired. I was on pen and paper last night. I was writing down some thoughts, jotting down what I was feeling, sitting my time for on this weekend. Because it's been a lot. And if you're not, careful, you just let it overwhelm you. It's like, oh, workshop here, panel there, this, that. But you gotta sit in and take it all in and just really sit with it. Like, okay, I'm here. I'm really here. I'm doing this thing. You on the red carpet?
Yes.
Yeah. That's a beautiful thing to me. So we wanna do some games.
I think we do.
Go back and forth with each other.
Let's see. Okay, I got this crazy game, right? Actually, I'm gonna have to just do you because I did these, so I know them all.
Okay.
So come here. Let's do it. So I'm gonna start a movie line, famous black cinema. I'm gonna start the line, and you gotta finish it.
We'll see y'all. Because sometimes my blood clock get revoked when it comes to movies.
So this one, let's see. And to help you out, I'll give you the movie title first. I realize that's been tripping some people up.
Okay.
The movie is Bad Boys, and I won't tell you which one. He says, "Give me a pack of Bubblicious."
Girl, I do not know that.
What else did he ask for? Oh no. Some what?
Some love?
No. He asked for some Skittles. He said, "Give me
Skittles.
some Bubblicious and some
I
Skittles."
would never guess that.
Okay.
This was the first one? Second one?
I actually don't even remember. I think it was the first one.
Man,
Okay.
Okay.
This one's gonna be a little bit easier then. Will it? This was a classic children's, or is it really for children, but classic black, cartoon. We Bebe's Kids.
Oh. I feel so bad, y'all.
What don't we do?
Wait.
We Bebe's Kids. We don't die, we multiply.
Yeah, wait. I'm not getting it.
Tell me you know Bebe's Kids. Oh my Lord. Okay.
I told you my film.
This one's easy. Everybody know this. Okay, please, everybody knows this one. Okay, we're gonna try it. I love Harpo. God knows I do.
But I kill them dead by they
That's it. Now that's a shame. That's what you remember.
Y'all an old song.
Okay, well since she's so good at color purple, how about Until You Do Right by Me? Yeah, that's it. So I'll be hosting for the rest. Kenzie, everything you touch will crumble.
Don't revoke me. Don't revoke me, y'all.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna get better.
You know what? We're gonna let Kenzie rest because we ain't gonna take our black card, but we just gonna let her announce
it's already been revoked. I done grabbed it back and then they revoked it again. So I'm used to it by now.
We just gonna let you announce the next winner.
We're gonna do it. All right, so the next winner we got here is the Screenwriter of the Year, Miss Ava DuVernay.
I mean, wow.
First of all, I'm always honest for Miss Ava.
Literally speechless. Literally speechless.
It's like everything she touches, the way she captures Black life, the way she makes it political without it being overly political. 13th Amendment. You watch that? It's a documentary about the prison system, the prison industry, and how America makes a lot of money based off the prison industry. Like, she really highlighted that. Also, like, her work with Selma. You watch Selma, right?
Yeah.
So Selma, I love how she captures Black history and makes it digestible for the modern times. Like, her work is paving the way. And the work that she does with Ethan Ray, she's done a lot of interviews with Ethan Ray.
Yeah.
I don't know if you watched them, but there's this one quote. I remember in 2021, you don't have to know everything to do what you want. You don't have to know everything to do what you want to do. I think I butchered it.
It's okay. We're going to say
yeah, it's something like that. But I remember feeling inspired in 2021 because I was thinking like, okay, I have to know ABC. I know I have to have the timeline set. I have to be this person. But it's like, you don't have to know everything to do the things that you want to do. That's it. But yeah, shout out to her for just being truly monumental. Hopefully, maybe, probably not, she'll be in the building. But
I don't know. We don't know.
We don't know.
Ava might pop up.
She might pop up and surprise us.
I don't know, because when they see us,
yes.
Let's take a moment.
I forgot about that one.
You can. When they see us, it's one of those things where it comes with a warning. But I literally, y'all, I'm just overwhelmed. It's one of those things where like you can only watch it once because of the power. I mean, the directing, the artistry, the writing, being able to, like, I felt like I was in the courtroom with those boys. I felt like I was there with them. She did an amazing job of really crafting this beautiful story, a true story. That, to be honest, once I watched it the whole time, I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta finish it, but I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta put it down. That is true storytelling. Being able to grab people in and watch something, and the whole time they're wondering, why am I watching this? Or why can't I stop? And with that ending, like, I can't watch this again, but just replaying like the artistry.
Like, literally, as you talk about it, my mind is flashing back to like the chills, like when they were in the classroom, when they were sitting in the investigating room, and like they didn't have any parents with them, so they just the teens, their kids basically, and being faced with such a tremendous charge at such a young age, having that impact your life for years to come. The way she told the story was something that we all need, especially the Black men.
Absolutely. Just absolute artistry all around, y'all. And we're gonna wrap up with our final winner of the night, of course, with the pre-show. We have the Male Author of the Year, another one for Kwame Alexander. Wrap the things up. I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
So the earlier one he won was it
Portrait of the Year. Portrait of the Year.
Oh, so that's two for you. That's two for Kwame. Come on, y'all. We were so blessed to be able to host the pre-show for the AAMBC Awards. Stay tuned. The live show is happening real soon. The main show. What tidbits would you need to post?
Oh, you got so much. How do I break it down into one? I would say, just from talking with everybody who came to the red carpet today from this whole weekend, if you are creative, if you are a writer, if you are not, tell your story. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to tell it with the purpose of, you know, it going worldwide and viral, but maybe you're going through some things or you've seen some things. Tell that story, even if it's just to yourself. Share your story. Somebody needs to hear it. Maybe it's somebody is you. You need to hear your own story sometimes.
For sure. And then before we, I know, I was about to say, before we wrap up, I see Jocelyn's in the building, so we got to get you. I know you taking pictures and flicking up, but girl, we got to get you on the live for the pre-show. Come on in. You look amazing. Come on in the building. You look amazing. We're going to look into the look. What were you thinking? Like, I got to come out of this.
You know what? You put much thought to it. I just felt like, let me just find something that will compliment me, compliment my skin tone, my shade, and some cute female. We love it. I'm hearing effortless. You say too much. Effort, a little bit of effort, but we pulled it together.
They don't gotta know that it felt effortless.
Yeah.
Right. It was effortless. Right. So tell them, the people, what you're doing here tonight. Anything specific that you're looking forward to?
Yes. So I am presenting an award tonight.
What award you're presenting?
I believe it's the Creative Influencer Award. Yes, and I am so excited about it. This is my first time presenting an award at an award show like this, and I feel like it's going to be an amazing experience. So I'm excited. Looking forward to it.
Absolutely. I'm so glad to have you. Glad we were able to catch you. Jocelyn is looking out. That's man, Jocelyn, come on over here. have you been to AAMBC Awards before?
I have not.
Ooh, so first time.
Pretty much first time all across the board for me. So that's why I'm really excited. I'm excited to see what to expect. I'm excited to see all the good people, the live performances, and everything. So, yeah.
Tell the folks what you have coming up or what you're working on, and then what we might look forward to you being awarded for next year.
I like you. I like you. Okay, yeah. So, you can catch me now. I am on the Country Wayne series. I play the character J Diva. I also have a movie coming out in January. We just got our official drop date, January 4th, 2025. So y'all stay on the lookout for that. But you can follow my socials to pretty much just keep up with my journey and see what I got going on.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing the award. And we look forward to hearing your name everywhere.
Oh yeah, we look forward to awarding you next year. Yeah. Honoring
y'all market from their lips to God's ears.
Okay. Thank you so much for being here. You look amazing. We're excited to see you present that award.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thank you so much. Y'all too.
All right, y'all. I mean, legendary people gracing the carpet, gracing the AAMBC Awards. We're so excited to be here. We're gonna wrap up pre-show because we're about to get into the big show in a second. Amazing people. Our hosts who have hosts for the night. We have hosts. I know that it was Stevie Bax Jr. And Kanique Sky hosting for us tonight. So we'll be tossing the baton to them as they take on the main stage, presenting those awards, keeping the folks engaged. Again, Tamika Newhouse will give you your flowers. We're so grateful for this opportunity. We're so grateful for the space that you created for us. To all the folks involved, all the office creators who contribute. We think our sponsors. I know KDP, Amazon KDP. There was iMotion. There was like America Goes. There were a lot of folks who have helped put this together. So we're so grateful for you. Okay. I'm trying to think. I mean, just all the things.
Everything. We are excited to be here, and I'm looking forward to the live show. Like the pre-show was it. We got a lot of outfits come to the red carpet. A lot of people tell who they were, but now we're gonna go into the live show and see what the hype is all about. You feel me? So I'm glad y'all were here with us to share this red carpet, and we look forward to sharing this with y'all later.
Absolutely. And before we end, Kenzie, you gotta tell them who are you? What do you do with AAMBC? Where can they find you? Where can they find your project?
So I am Kenzie. All right, y'all can find me on Kenzie, right? Y'all can find me on Instagram at hey.kenzie, 2 underscores. Again, I have 2 books published. I'm very sunny and the big shows all over through my page. Also with AAMBC, I am a YouTube host for the Sunday Craft Chat. It's called With Earth and Water Mix, talking about those who are dealing with health professions with the body, earth, and those who are also creative, dealing with water. So how they combine those two and make it one big passion. That's what it is.
Beautiful. And I am Jasmine Munch, but now and forever to be known as your fave, JazzonFire, and I'm also a YouTube host with AAMBC Sunday Craft Chats. My show is every 4th Sunday, so come spend every 4th Sunday with JazzonFire for any creative color. Well, I highlight a creative of color. I talk with the bakers, the shakers, the movers and shakers, all of the folks to talk about what it looks like to create their art. And you can find me on social media at JazzonFire, and I'm also a published author. Only got 1 book though, self-published. Yeah, I'm getting up there with the folks that's listening 2030. But I'm also a self-published author of Anesthesia and the Blood of Jesus, which released April this year. And you can find it anywhere: Amazon, KDP, Kindle, Barnes and Nobles, anywhere you can get it. Anywhere you can get it, you can get it, okay? And y'all, we were your lovely hosts, JazzonFire and Kenzie. Thank you so much for tuning in to the pre-show here at the AAMBC Awards, and we'll catch you in the main event.
All these things. I had all these dreams and things I wanted to do, and I wanted to basically be this published author. And when I discovered that a Black woman wrote books, and ultimately these books became films, I told my mother, and I think I was about 12, that I was going to do the exact same thing. I was going to write books, and I wanted my books to also become films. And I did not know that life was going to deal me all these different cards. So fast forward, life begins to happen. I became a mom at 16. Shortly thereafter, I lost my own mother. I was a young wife, and I dealt with a lot of heartache and confusion in those circumstances. And so life began to happen. And the dreams that I once had suddenly just became thoughts, ideas, things I would hope for. And one day I discovered other people were doing something that I wanted to do. And I started asking them, well, how did you become a published writer? How did you get your book out? And they were like, oh, I self-published. And I was like, well, what does that mean? And basically it meant they did it themselves. And I was like, wait a minute, you can do that? You can put your own book out? It can be in the bookstores and people can read it and you can make money off of it? Like, nobody ever told me this. And I think I was 20 at this point. And what bothered me, though, is where I want to kind of make this come full circle for you, is that no one told me that I could make my own dreams come true.
Ship It by Goshen proudly serves as the official shipping partner of Black Writers Weekend, supporting authors, filmmakers, and small businesses alike. We are dedicated to enhancing global workforce diversity and logistics by providing tailored, high-quality shipping solutions that meet individual needs. Our platform helps companies streamline supply chain operations globally, promoting innovation and sovereignty in trade. We collaborate with Black Writers Weekend to raise shipping standards and empower diverse communities worldwide. Contact us now for a personalized quote and be part of shaping the future of shipping.